The next item under new business that we wanted to discuss is discuss if we should ask the town manager to look into, or we should discuss as a council, what we want to do with the anonymous hotline and the anonymous hotline policy.
Mr. Chair,
Is that on the
why
agenda?
aren't these things on the agenda that you're bringing up?
Because there's things that have been mentioned to me that I'm putting on the agenda to talk about as a council, so we can talk about it in public. As we always say, we want to talk about things in public, so let's talk about it in public.
Be nice to know in advance. I have it on the agenda. Public might have some.
Well, I mean, we don't. I just want to talk about it. We can talk about it this week. We can talk about it again in the next meeting. I know Deb has mentioned before that, you know,
It needs parameters.
yeah, it needs something. It needs, if we're going to keep it, it needs some kind of adjustment or
Policy
some kind of
followed.
fixer, because it's costing us a lot of
fortune.
legal money.
Yep.
And well, I just wanted to see if we could discuss it as a council, and we can always.
Well, I
move
think
it
when
on
it
to a
was,
future meeting if we want.
Mr. Chair, I think when it was first instituted, there were some guidelines and, you know, on steps on what was going to happen when those things came in. Some of that has been followed, and it hasn't been followed for everything, every complaint. So I have a problem with that. I also have a problem when these anonymous complaints come in, and I think they can be handled without an attorney. But some people decide to spend money on attorneys. So I don't know, maybe as a council, we need to discuss and say, if a person can't put their name to it, you know, we shouldn't be
Or
spending
at
money
least
on
if
it.
there's backup documents, Dan.
Yeah,
like that.
if there's
I mean,
backup documents or something like that, I can see it, but, you know,
But somebody who's totally anonymous with no backup that doesn't what they're saying does not violate the charter or the code of ethics as it exists right now, it shouldn't even be considered. It should be acknowledged, but that's it, and just move on. We shouldn't be paying anything to investigate or do anything, in my opinion. Again, this is me speaking for me. I said this from the get-go. If somebody voices something anonymously that has documents, that's, you know, willing to testify, that does violate one of those things, then yes, you take the next step. But that's how I see it. You need to have it clearly done and clearly written for all the options, so there is no question in that every single counselor, administrator, everyone is treated the same and equally at the same process. We get it, we expose, we have a part of the agenda that said, whatever. It's just that everybody should be treated equally and fairly, because right now it's kind of willy-nilly.
And I agree with you. The reason I brought it up is because I feel like we're spending a lot of money legally
Yes, we are.
for anonymous things that sometimes,
Are ridiculous.
Mr. Chair.
yeah, please. That's why.
So I think it was well-intentioned from the start. I think it's gotten way out of hand. I don't think we've borne any fruit for it in the last year. I think it's something we tried, and I think we should just remove it. That's my thought on it.
I don't think removing it. I think, you know,
I know.
cleaning it up a little
Yeah.
bit, Sean. I mean, I think that, I don't know, it's these anonymous complaints that come forward, if you can't put your name to it, you know, we've sat down as a council on an anonymous complaint and been told, you don't need to do anything, but then we go out and we hire an attorney anyway and spend all kinds of money. I just think it's Londonderry is not the, probably in another community it might work well. Here, political environment is toxic, and people are using this as a political tool to go after certain people. All right, and it's very clear because it comes out of certain people are, you know, have complaints, and others it's not mentioned. So I that's why I say that.
So that's why I wanted to discuss it then. I want to feel how, like, we want to discuss it in public with everybody.
I don't think removing it. I think we need to follow the steps that were originally put in place.
But the steps originally in place are very vague, and they're left open. And that's, you
No,
agree,
they're
right?
not.
Deb, I
They're
mean,
not. They're not.
They are vague.
They're not. My understanding is if a complaint comes in, the attorney gets the complaint and brings it to the town manager.
No.
No?
No.
We're doing it back and forth.
See,
I know, I'm just,
just so you know, this is not a council policy. This is a policy. This is administrative policy, and I have no intention of removing it. This is an opportunity to deal with corruption. Public can make any comments that they wish to, any complaints, and really it's intended predominantly for staff. It's rare that you get one in most places other than here about councils. It's about dealing with corruption and usually paid employees that are involved in public corruption.
And why did we vote to approve it?
You didn't vote to approve it. I did. I have both of those policies, ADM 111 and 126, I approved. You didn't. So the way you handle it is the issue. When I get a complaint that involves a councilor, I give it to you. You tell me what you want to do. It's out of my hands. So that how you choose to do that, if you want to create policy about how you handle that, complaints
That's what
about
we need to
councilors,
do.
that's
Yeah,
your
I think
purview. I don't conduct unilateral investigations of councilors. If there's suspicion that there's a crime, I will report to the appropriate law
Well, then I
enforcement
think we just
agency.
remove it when it
But
comes
this
to the
is,
counselors, and he can keep it for
can I
the
finish
town,
what I was
'cause
saying
we
or
don't
not?
oh, yeah, no, please, don't continue, yes. Continue,
Did that
sir.
change somewhere in the charter or the state statute where I'm allowed to speak?
No, go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. So again, how you choose to handle it is up to you. If you say, look, town manager, you're getting these anonymous complaints, we're not going to act on any of those, that is your choice. I'm going to keep those government records, and they will be cataloged in there, and they'll be available from the public when they file a right-to-know request. Same thing when it comes to employees. I'm going to investigate those because I have the authority to do that. And that's one of the tools that you use to deal with public corruption. So it's totally up to you how you choose to handle it once I turn it over to you. But these are administrative policies that I have no intention of changing those.
Sorry.
And that,
Can I ask a question?
absolutely. So that, the discussion was just to kind of figure out how we can handle it better as a council.
Exactly. That
So,
makes sense.
I think I kind of agree with Deb that we just, maybe I'll put it on the agenda at the next meeting and we can all kind of think about it. And we figure out how we want to handle it
Well,
on
we
our
should
end.
write it up, like a little paragraph, how
Yeah.
you think it should be handled.
Yeah.
And maybe flow it through you.
Yeah.
Everybody send it to you.
Yeah.
Then it can come out in the agenda, and
Yeah.
we can just discuss it.
Just be careful because you're going to have a 91A issue.
Yeah, we
now
can't
you have
send
it.
conversations between
No,
councils.
just send our paragraph to the chair that gets attached to the agenda.
So you wouldn't send it to him, you'd send it to us.
Oh,
and we would
okay,
put
I'll
the
send it to
packet. That
Yeah,
avoids
send
you
it
the
guys. I'm
91A.
sorry.
Yeah, no, so they'll send it to, that's fine.
That's all.
I just want clarification from the town manager. If you get a complaint on a counselor, what's the process?
Goes to
I
Ron.
report it to the chair, and it's the chair's job to deal with that. Whether he chooses to have a non-public session, which for the most part you can't do because you're elected officials, that has to be in public.
Yep.
If there's an employee involved, then he's going to have some confidentiality issues generally with those. But other than that, it's for you to handle. How you choose to do nothing, or tell me to go do this or that, or hire somebody, that's your choice.
Yeah,
For when it
and
comes
good
to
with future
counselors.
discussion, we can move on from
And
that.
people you appoint.
All right,
that's
so let's do
what-
that. Let's do,
That's where the
And
breakdown
people
is.
we
Yeah.
and people that we appoint, correct?
Exactly, because I
So
don't.
that also includes like planning boards,
Yes.
conservation. All of those people have to be considered.
So they all come to you. The only ones that go to the attorney are in complaints about me, because someone has to feel that who's neutral. That's the only complaints that go to her.
all right. Well, I wanted to have the discussions, and thank you all.